Studying, investing, working, and living in St. John's has many advantages. Today we're at Memorial University's Marine Institute, here in beautiful Pippi Park. We're going to visit the Center for Marine Simulation, and Captain Christopher Hearn will be taking us on a tour. Come join us.
So here we have the operations simulator. We had to actually build this section to put it in. As you can see, it's actually mounted on a specialized platform that allows it to be able to move as we're going along. So we'll just go right in here.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this is impressive. So we're here today. We're inside something that's one of its kind in the world. Tell us about it.
We are sitting in the Hibernia Offshore Operations Simulator, or the Offshore Simulator as we call it. It's one of 3 full mission ship simulators in the Center for Marine Simulation and part of 24 simulators that are actually in the Marine Institute.
So this has been in operation since 2015?
2015, we opened it up to great acclaim. In keeping with the theme of making it as realistic as possible, this simulator sits on a motion base, and so it'll move like the real ships will move, very similar to the other big bridge that we have on a motion base. What makes this one very unique, Mayor, is that anybody who's driving along the harbour front, driving along by Harvey's, you'll see these blue hulls or these orange hulls, the supply boats that go back and forth to the offshore and to the fields and to the assets to keep the industry going. This is what this is actually designed to replicate.
So over that time, there's been many different programs offered here. You've done work for companies throughout the world. Tell us about some of that work that has been done.
This center, like all the centers in the Marine Institute, and really like the Institute itself, is very entrepreneurial, very outward looking. And so we often compete and we bid and we look for work both domestically and internationally that brings people an opportunity to come in and do things here. So we've done work from the tow outs of the gravity-based structures. We've done work in the Russian Arctic to look at ships operating in various types of ice. We've done work as far away as Vietnam to study a canal system for the export of goods through canals. And we've done work again in the Caribbean and in South America. So really it's an opportunity to utilize our technology and our people, but also to bring people here to see what it is that we have.
What's often seen as one of our challenges over the years is our harsh climate and the operations that we work under here and the conditions that we work under. One of our advantages has turned into that harsh climate. Can you tell us how that figures in?
It does. Like, Newfoundland is not famous for its tropical temperatures, but we are famous for the fact that if you can make it work here, you can make it work anywhere. The climate conditions, the sea states, all these things are as you well put out correctly, really challenging. But the technology that's in place here, like we're sitting in, or down at the university, or at the various companies that are involved in the tech firms, are all focused on taking what is perceived to be a weakness and making it a strength. Designing technology that can operate in high sea states, designing equipment that can withstand ice loads or withstand the most extreme changes in weather and temperature. So we've taken what many would perceive as a weakness and turned it into a position of strength.
So throughout the world, the companies that want to test equipment or test operations in harsh climates, this is a place that they would look for.
Absolutely. This center was designed to do work on behalf of and with industry. We're a leader in simulating and recreating operations in ice, which is a very real asset and concern for Newfoundland. Both glacial ice, the icebergs that we see coming down, but also the pack ice, the ice that flushes out of the Arctic. Makes it very difficult for ships and for fishing activity and all these things to go on here. So studying not only the impact of ice, but how to counteract it and how to work in it is a very important feature. And that's something that this facility does very well. We're amongst probably the best in the world.
So Newfoundland Labrador has long been very successful in offshore industries and ocean industries. What do you foresee in the future if you could look forward?
I think Newfoundland is on the cusp of the bigger changes. Like, we could be on the very thin edge of what's going to happen. I can see that as long as we continue to look at how we can use not only people skills, but also adapting to new technologies such as the digital wave. So conceive of an entire digital model of an existing structure offshore that can also be duplicated onshore, and allowing you to not only take control and to do monitoring of what's actually going on, but also to be able to help forecast when there's going to be a trouble. You know when a pump possibly could fail because you have the exact replica in a shore-based asset, and you can go in and do some investigation. I think, you know, utilizing the skill sets that have been developed over here by many years, people who've grown up here, been educated here, gone abroad, worked very hard, and now want to come back and bring some of those skills and expertise into the province and into the city particularly. I think that positions us on the cusp of a place where there is a very dynamic environment. There is an offshore industry, there's also a fishing industry, and there's a growing tech industry. All these things, I think, combined put us in a really good place for the future.